Ayla, sitting in her office with a dreamy plan for the future, suddenly gets an alert. Zyn is acting up again. Zyn, symbolic of interest rates, can rise, fall, or stay still. But no one ever really knows what he'll do next. She sighs, thinking, if I borrow at a floating rate and Zyn rises, I'll have to pay more interest. If I borrow at a fixed rate and Zyn falls, I'll still be paying more than necessary. And if I invest in fixed bonds and Zyn rises, the value of my investment will drop. Ayla realizes that this unpredictable love story with Zyn could hurt her business badly. So she decides to hedge her emotions and interest rate exposure using 3 suitors: FRA uncle, futures buy, and options twins. Ayla visits FRA uncle, a conservative arranged marriage type who believes in fixing things in advance. He tells her, Beta, if you know you'll borrow after 3 months for 6 months, I can help you lock in the rate today. FRA uncle gives her a formal agreement in FRA to fix an interest rate now for future borrowing. If Zyn gets expensive later, interest rate goes up, FRA uncle pays her the difference to cover her pain. If Zyn gets cheaper, interest rate falls, she pays him the difference. All payments happen at the start of the interest period, not the end, because uncle doesn't believe in pending emotions. This way, Ayla's future costs are protected, even if she doesn't know what Zyn will do next.
FRA, Forward Rate Agreement, Solving Technique. Use when you know when you'll borrow/deposit in future and want to fix the rate now. Steps. 1. Identify FRA contract. For example, 3v9 means start in 3 months, ends in 9. 2. Check FRA rate given. Market rate at FRA start date, for example CIBOR, principal and duration. 3. Calculate interest difference. Market rate minus FRA rate times principal times months over 12. If borrowing and market over FRA, you gain, bank pays you, say. If borrowing and market less than FRA, you lose, you pay bank. Discount to present value using PV equals interest difference over divided 1 plus market rate times months over 12. Say.
But FRA uncle is old-fashioned and limited. Enter futures buy flashy, loud, and deals only through exchanges. Futures buy says, buy my contracts and I'll guard your rate, but don't forget, I follow strict rules and legalities. His offer is bold. If Ayla expects rates to go up, she should sell interest rate futures to lock in cheaper borrowing now. If she expects rates to go down, she should buy interest rate futures to secure good deposit returns. He always prices things backwards. His contract prices are 100 minus the interest rate. The higher the rate goes, the lower the price of his contract, and vice versa. Futures buy is dramatic small changes, called ticks, matter to him, and he reacts instantly. He calculates gains, losses, as soon as Ayla exits the deal, like a showman settling scores on the spot.
Futures, solving technique, pick spot. Use when you want to hedge against short-term rate movement using exchange-traded instruments. Steps. 1. Find number of contracts. Amount to hedge over contract size. Decide action. Borrowing, sell futures. Investing, buy futures. 3. Calculate tick size equals contract size times 0.0001 times months over 12. Tick movement equals opening price minus closing price. Total ticks per contract equals tick movement times 10,000. Gain loss per contract equals ticks times tick value. Total gain loss equals gain loss times number of contracts. 4. Final interest cost income. Interest equals principal times interest rate times months over 12. Adjust with futures gain loss to get net effective cost. 5. Convert to annual rate if needed. Effective annual rate equals net cost principal times 12 over months.
But Ayla, being modern, wants flexibility with control. Enter the twins. Callie, call option, protects her income by setting a minimum you'll receive. Huddy, put option, protects your borrowing by capping the max you'll pay. They smile and say, why not buy freedom instead of commitment? If things go your way, you win. If not, you just let us go. Ayla is impressed. These options don't bind her, they give her the right, but not the obligation, to lock in rates. If rates rise and she has to borrow, Huddy saves her by letting her borrow at the lower strike rate. If rates fall and she has to invest, Callie helps her enjoy higher returns. The only catch? The twins charge a premium upfront for their services. But Ayla thinks it's worth it after all. Freedom has a price.
In terms of the options, solving technique. Use when you want a maximum cap for borrowing or minimum floor for investing. Steps. 1. Identify notional principal, strike rate, option premium, market rate at expiry. 2. Decide borrowing by put option, investing by call option. 3. At expiry. If market, learn strike for borrowing, exercise option. If market, learn strike, let it lapse. 4. Calculate outcome. If exercised, benefit equals market rate minus strike rate times principal times months Seglimera 12. Subtract premium cost. Adjust to principal Seglimera if settled early. 5. Effective rate equals strike rate plus premium for borrower equals strike rate minus premium for investor.
After meeting all three, Ayla makes her strategy. She uses FRA uncle for known future borrowing to lock rates safely. She consults futures buy when she expects quick rate changes and wants instant results. And she buys a put option from Putty when uncertainty is high, but she doesn't want to miss out on better market moves. Ayla now feels empowered. No matter what Zyn, interest rates, does flirts up, crashes down, or plays it cool, she has a suitor for every scenario.
Use this whenever solving a theoretical or numerical exam question. Step 1. Identify the type of exposure. Ask yourself, is this a borrowing, paying interest, or an investment, receiving interest? Borrowing. You're worried about rising rates. Investing. You're worried about falling rates. This helps you decide what position to take, buy or sell, put or call. Step 2. Identify the type of hedge required. Ask, do I want to fix the rate or just cap it? Want to lock rate now, FRA, or futures, fix rate, remove uncertainty. Want flexibility, max or minute cap, options, exercise only if beneficial.